all can probably guess, today I'm going to be doing a video, a Christmas video, more specifically a wreath video. So it is a part of my 35 for 35 designs. So what I'm doing 35 designs in my 35th year of life. And this will be my first time doing the wreath. So we'll go on this journey together. Please follow the hashtag, hashtag 35 for 35 designs, where you can see this design and designs I've done in the past and more that I'll be doing in the future. And we're almost toward the end of my year of 35 for 35 designs. So only have actually a few more to do before February 8th, which is my birthday. It will be my 36th birthday. So it's fun and I can't wait to continue the rest. Okay. So of course you all know me. Before we actually get into the design, I want to give you all just a brief history of Christmas. I know most people know about the Christmas holiday, but I never want to assume because not everybody celebrates it. So this is according to www.history.com. So Christmas is celebrated on December 25th in both a sacred religious holiday and worldwide cultural commercial phenomenon. For two millennia, people around the world have been observing it with traditions and practices that are both religious and secular in nature. Christians celebrate Christmas Day as the anniversary of the birth of Jesus of Nazareth, a spiritual leader whose teachings form the basis of their religion. Popular customs include exchanging gifts, decorating Christmas trees, attending church, sharing meals with family and friends, and of course, waiting for Santa Claus to arrive. December 25th, Christmas Day, has been a federal holiday in the United States since 1870. Again, that was from www.history.com. There's so much more about Christmas that they wrote, but I was like, that's a great synopsis. I'm a Christian, so we celebrate it. We celebrate both the religious aspect and the more commercial aspect. So so that was just it, just to let people know that there are two sides of it. So I decided I want to do something a little different, and I'm going to do my first wreath. And so we'll just see how this goes. I'm super late posting Christmas videos because if you all follow me, you know that I was doing a lot with my sister's a shower. So that is finally done. But the great thing about it is it was at my home, and so all the decor we used was pink, white, and silver. So I've pretty much taken down all the decor as it related to baby items. So like the baby bottles, the pens, and the pacifiers, all of that's gone. However, I kept up everything else because the theme was Winter Wonderland. So I was like, this is perfect. This all goes in with the my Christmas decorations this year. So I went and attempted to get ornaments after the fact. There are no ornaments left in the store. So I was just basically, just getting them anywhere that offered them. And I was barely scratching the surface of anything. So I got the last little bit of all the ornaments that were left because it's a completely different color for me this year. So I will do a full video of all the decorations to you, so you can see how I transitioned the baby shower decorations into my winter decorations. So when I was thinking about doing this wreath, I was like, oh, well, what color should I do? So I want to keep in the color scheme. So I will be using pink, white, and silver. So here we go. Okay. So let me just put this down so you all can see. Oops. Okay. So I'm thinking, again, this is my first time doing this, so this will be fun. So I am going to do, so again, I got this from the dollar store. Super large. I probably should have started out smaller, but it's fine. So I'm going to do this. Will be our main. We're going to use some mesh that came from the dollar store. And then these acorns, which came from, is it Happy? No, Michael's. Excuse me, Michael's. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray paint them white and silver. Because again, I have this stuff left over from the shower. I didn't get to use the white for the shower, but I said, oh, I can incorporate with that. So these will be painted. And then we have some bowls from the dollar store. This came from the dollar store. And these belts came from the dollar store. Then I went to Hobby Lobby and I got these. And then Joann's just had this little piece. And then, let's see. Oh, and these came from the dollar store. These were some lights, cute little light string lights. They were pink, so I said they would help the color. Oh, and the most important thing to really bring out a pink, these pink poinsettias, which I bought these for the shower. I actually didn't end up using them, and I was going to return them, but I was like, they might work perfect for our wreath. Aren't these beautiful? I think it was like $7 for like 10 of them or something like that. So that's everything. I will try this out. So what I'm going to actually do first before we get started with the mesh is I'm going to go outside and spray paint these, and then I will be back and we'll start with the wreath while these are drying. So I'll see you all in a few. Okay, so the acorns are back there on my back porch drying. I painted half of them with white, half of them with silver. So I'll check on those in a few minutes. I'm probably going to have to I know I'm going to have to turn them over and then spray the other side. Yeah, spray painting acorns is a little challenging because of the different layers in between each acorn, separate part of the acorn. Okay, so now let's try our mesh. Putting that on the wreath. I just decided that mesh would be probably the easiest for me to just put on here, to see if we can use that as the basis of the whole wreath, and then we will add everything else afterwards. Okay, so I just got this regular mesh. Again, this is my first time, so note that. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do, use this glue, and I have decided I think the easiest thing to do is to start here, and then I'll use the e-glue, and then I'll just wrap it around. We'll see. Maybe, let's try it like this. Praying that this is enough because this wreath is fairly large. Oh gosh, I think my glue sealed. Let's see if we can get it open. Okay, now I got the top off of the glue. Fortunately, I'll only need this glue once. Hopefully, we'll see how it works at the end. So, okay, I'm going to start by just gluing this. Just going to do the top, and I think it's just enough to do this one spot, because then once I glue it, then I will just continue to wrap it around. Hopefully that will secure it in place until the end, when I'll need to maybe glue that last part. Okay, so you should see if this works out the way I intended it to. Struggling already. Try and hold that in place and just keep moving on to see if this does. Right? Okay. pretty snug so far. Again, I'm just going to try and move this around. Oh, okay, look, it's coming together. And I like that this is wide, so it makes this just a little easier. Make it as tight as possible. But I love. Again, I just got this mesh from the Dollar Tree, so other stores have it, but you would have paid a little bit more for it. But to me, this is I'm trying to wrap it tight so it doesn't pucker. Okay. Ooh, I'm almost done. Look, this is amazing. It's happening for me. Ooh, and my other ornaments are. Okay, I think I'm just gonna stop right here. We just don't want to chance it and go another layer. I think this is enough, so gonna cut it. Okay. Now the goal is to now get this down. So I will need the glue again to enforce this, hopefully. Down. Put some, ooh, be careful. I just, I'm gonna mess up this piece. Okay. It's gonna stay. I don't know if that was enough glue. Actually, I don't think too much of it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this in place for like a minute or so, and then I will come back and show you all what it looks like, and I'll also check on the acorns to see how they're doing. Alright everyone, so I am back to finish the wreath. So look at the final, how it turned out. So this is with the mesh. Of course, we know you can still see some of the black, but that's fine. I'm gonna, hopefully we'll be able to cover it up. So let's go ahead and move forward with finishing. Let me move this a little closer so you all can see. Okay, so you're probably like, what are these aluminum pans for? These, as you can see, I spray painted the acorns. Those were white, and these are silver. So pretty, right? Okay. So I just thought, before I started, I just want to lay this out because, like I said, this is my first time doing it. So I think this is what I'm going to do. Just kind of open up everything. And I also think I'm not going to actually use everything I showed you all at the beginning of the video because I don't want it to be too much. So let's see. I just love these. Okay. So I'm thinking if we do something like, if this is at the top, these are 2 bells. Sorry, that's my dishwasher. So sit these here. Start from maybe here. Of course, this is all hypothetical till I actually start trying to put this together. So it's very possible that this all could change. Okay. Ooh. Some of my acorn is still a little not dry, but I think it'll be fine. Set it here. something like that. Maybe. Here. Again, just laying this out to try and give myself like an idea of exactly what I want to do. I know these will have to be glued down. Here. Okay. This, and then we could possibly. Okay, so I want to alternate the acorns like this and this. I'm just trying to get it to stay on. Hold on. Until I actually can. Okay. Oh, silver. Here. Here. White. White, and silver. White. Okay. Now, let's kind of put this down so you all can see. All right, so that's what I had so far. So I'm realizing that the white acorns still need to dry. So I'm gonna go upstairs and get my blow dryer, dry them really quickly, wash my hands because I got paint on them, and then I'll come back and finish. Hi, I'm back because now my pine cones have dried, the white ones. Sorry, I keep saying acorn earlier, so just ignore it. Pine cones. Okay, so okay, so now I can really start. So I still have some plastic. Okay. Some plastic for the glue to drop from. Oh. It always gets stuck. And I tried to clear it up. Clean it up this time. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna try and put this on as best as I can. So here's some bells. Only got 2 of these. There are only 2 left in the store. So we're gonna try and see. We can set these right here. So I'm gonna sit that there. And now, the good thing about these is you can poke these through the mesh, but I still want to put a little glue on it to reinforce being there. Let's try. Let's put this here. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to do another. Again, just trying to stick it through the mesh, but also having the glue there. Those are the first 2 now. And Actually, I think I'm gonna move this a little more. I think right here might be a little bit better. Okay. Now it's time for a pine cone. See how nice and white that came out? Okay. So this is going to be a tad tricky. Let's see what's the best way to keep this on. All right. See if that's going to stay. That's not staying. Okay, let me rethink this and I'll get back. Okay, so I realized after all of that waiting for the pine cones to dry, it's just not going to work today. I realize I probably need some type of string of some sort to keep the acorns in because they're so small and it's just hard to glue them on. So, you know me, I always come up with a plan B, and that's what I did. So, let me show you all what we have going on. So, now, gonna keep my bell, gonna keep these. So, but then I was like, oh, well look, we have some other things we can use. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Okay, so let me go to putting the bell on. So I was like, what can I use to reinforce these bells? So, look, the ornament hooks. So what I'll do, there's a little hook here. Let's see. Ooh, I'll straighten it up. Okay. And then I'll just stick this here. Stick this through the mesh. Okay, now once this actually dries out, I will pick it up and actually twist it and bend it so it'll stay in place. But I can't do that right now because I'm just waiting for everything else, of course, to dry. So there's that. Okay, so I'll just do, well, let's just do the other one. Of course, these hooks I got, I think from the dollar store. Rose is like after Christmas was over last year, so I like paid no money for it because they're already cheap. It might have been 50 cents or less, because I do know I got those after Christmas. Okay, so same thing. Stick it here. And stick it through the mesh. And of course, like I said, I will go back and fix it later. Okay. Now, another poinsettia. Again, just gonna glue a little on it. Ooh. Of course, stick it there. And now look. So remember the 3 bowls I had? These are $3, $4. They already have clips, so that makes it perfect. I can just go ahead and clip this in. Bam, I don't have to do anything. I won't even glue that. Okay, actually, that's probably not entirely true. I realized that these keep coming out of the hook. So let's see. I'm gonna leave it like that. If it comes out again, then I will glue it. Okay. Ooh, move this over just a tad. Okay. All right. So I don't want to bore you all too much. I'm gonna go back and glue the rest, and I'll show you all the final product. I'll be back. All right, everybody. So here is the final wreath. So I know the bells look a little crazy, but so I'm gonna let this dry overnight, and then tomorrow morning I will hopefully be able to pick it up, and then I will tie the actual ornament hooks to keep the bells in place, and then I will hang it so that way you all can see the final product. And of course I'll post a picture as well. So yes, that is it. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, everybody, so I am officially finished with my Christmas wreath. So again, I'll post the final picture so you all can see after it dries the final product, and excuse me, and I'm also going to hang it on my door. So we will see. Of course, what did we learn today? When things don't work out, you pivot. So I'll probably just use the additional items on my tree. So I'll do that, post that later. But I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. Hopefully you can get a nice break in, spend some time with your family and friends, or just kind of spend some time resetting and recharging before the New Year's.